Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the Memphis Tigers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UTSA Roadrunners. Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They're working that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. A nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. bring up second and short. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Got a man. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Now the play fake. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Out of the backfield, he's open. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
He's got an open man. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet, and they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Roadrunners are flying down the field. Here's the handoff. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. What Powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the ground, it's Lemon. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. Running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And the Roadrunners line it up with a 1st and goal. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
7, Memphis 0.
And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Jones. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Wants to go up top. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. He'll set up to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Roadrunners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the...
Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know,
he'll take the deep shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Let's take a minute here to talk a little Memphis. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
Finding open areas. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to run it. Past the 30. All the way down to threatening.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with high discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Got it in the middle. It's Henry. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He wants to throw it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Roadrunners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Roadrunners have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center of the game.
Touchdown, UTSA! Great job by the back on the option.
And the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. It's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive player.
Memphis, 7.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Jones. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Memphis picking up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
White 94 slider choice. White 94 slider choice.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up what he can and then slides. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll try to do it himself. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
And really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
They'll run play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Using the quick game. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I could try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. All by himself down the middle. And he brings it back. Can you believe this? The final play of the first half. What a disaster. That might get the offensive coordinator fired at halftime.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Roadrunners will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be...
And it's slipped out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Will not get there. 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. To the air on first down. Get it out on the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
UTSA.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down, still going. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Trying to set up the screen. Nice move to keep running.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Unleashes one. Connection to the right. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Touchdown, Tigers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The kickoff unit is out there. And looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Makes the grab on the left. He stopped at the 48. A pickup. He'll throw it. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes it past the marker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense showing blitz here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Grab near the sticks, it's Jones. And that's a live ball. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. In the red area, it's Jones. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He wants it all. Touchdown, Memphis. Quick strike through the air for the score. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have, now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is through, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Boston College is in danger of getting demolished today. And while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 21 to Florida State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
That's caught. It's Lemon. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football in the perimeter.
Fires to the big fella. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
Steamy Running into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Pucks it out of the air. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Touch pass on the line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Memphis! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here and take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's looking deep. Makes the grab to the 25, and there's room. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
The toss sweep to the right. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bring in the heat. Intercepted deep in his own end. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's forced out of bounds after a huge loss on the play. What a boneheaded moment. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments. They've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Brings up 3rd down.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.